it's the first film out of Kindling, right? Which is your production house. First of all, love the name.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. But Kiran, you've had, like I said before, such success as a producer with Aamir Khan Productions, right? And that's a massive, big shadow. So how do you kind of create your own identity away from what you've done here?
You know, when I made Kindling, firstly, let me tell you, Aamir doesn't like the name at all. He was like, Kiran Rao Productions hona chahiye. Ye kaise ek naam hai Kindling?
And why didn't you listen to him?
So I was like, no. I mean, I loved the idea, like, you know, that kindling is not just the verb of kindling the fire, but it's also the noun, the dry material that makes the fire. So it's like about our little creative.
It's a spark.
It's a spark. It's the stories that like we're interested in.
And I feel like it connects to Kiran Rao.
It does. And you know, Anu, I wanted something that had kind in it. I genuinely was like, what quality do I want these films to in some way aspire towards or embody? So anyway, to come to your question, you know, honestly, Aamir was really generous to let us produce this under our banner in that sense. We produced it, Kindling, Tanaji, my producer, and I. Even though it was properly an Aamir Khan Productions film, and he's been highly supportive of whatever I do and whatever I make. And I think in some sort of spiritual, emotional way, I'll never leave AKP. I'm still a director of the company, and in that sense, you know, I've not cut those strings at all. But I think he understood the need for me to have a space to sort of really put all my efforts into taking what I'd been developing for the last decade and more to some sort of conclusion. You know, I have all these stories that I've been writing and developing over the years, series, you know, doc series. So things that we really feel like Aamir Khan Productions may not have the bandwidth to make in any case. But when we do finally write our stories out, he'd be one of the people we'd pitch to, maybe if he wants to make them. But I don't feel so much the shadow as much as I feel like, it feels almost like the supporting thing behind me. There's backup. Yeah. I feel like Aamir would never make something he's not interested in. For instance, he's not so keen on series, so I know that he's not really going to go with much of that stuff. But he's always there to read. He's always there to listen. There's a couple of features that I'm interested to make that he really likes. But yeah, it's my chance to kind of like test my wings and really test my ideas, you know.
Yeah.
So no, I'm excited. I don't have very, very major world domination plans, but I just want to kind of have some fun, and I think Aamir was very understanding about that.
Well, you know, how much more supportive can he be than saying that please let her go because she has to make this film?
Oh, nice.
You know, it was just so moving to me.